Have you noticed how some people treat their birthday like a completely normal day? No excitement, no countdown. Sometimes they don't even tell anyone. And when someone wishes them, they just smile and say, "Thanks, it's not a big deal." Sounds simple, but psychologically, it usually means something deeper. For many people, birthdays are tied to attention, messages, calls, posts. Suddenly, the focus is on you. Some people enjoy that. Others feel uncomfortable the moment that attention appears, because attention doesn't just create excitement, it creates pressure. Now there's an expectation to react a certain way, to sound happy, to make the day feel meaningful. And for emotionally private people, that can feel exhausting instead of enjoyable. But there's another layer. Some people stopped emotionally attaching meaning to birthdays a long time ago, not because they hate birthdays, but because the emotional connection faded. The day stopped feeling personal. It became just another reminder that time moved forward. And for some people, birthdays are connected to disappointment, forgotten birthdays, low effort, feeling unimportant growing up. When experiences like that repeat, the brain adapts. Instead of hoping the day will feel special, it lowers expectations completely, because expecting nothing feels safer than being disappointed again. So when someone says, "I don't really celebrate birthdays," sometimes what they actually mean is, "I learned not to expect much from this day." Now it gets deeper. Birthdays force self-reflection. Another year passed. What changed? What didn't? Am I where I thought I'd be? For some people, that reflection feels heavy, especially when life already feels uncertain. So instead of celebrating, they emotionally distance themselves from the day. Some people also dislike how performative birthdays have become. Posting, replying, public appreciation. It starts feeling less like connection and more like obligation. And people who value emotional privacy naturally pull away from that. But here's the important part. Not celebrating a birthday doesn't always mean someone is unhappy or emotionless. Sometimes they just experience emotions quietly. Sometimes they protect themselves from expectation. And sometimes they no longer need external attention to feel valuable. Because as some people get older, they care less about being celebrated publicly and more about feeling peaceful privately. So the absence of celebration is not always emptiness. Sometimes it's protection. Sometimes it's reflection. And sometimes it's simply a different relationship with attention, meaning, and self-worth. If this clicked, stay here. We break this down deeper.